Today's the MD day. We have two MDs coming on today to talk. Our first MD is Dr. Patel. Her new book is out. It's called The CBD Oil Solution. Treat chronic pain, anxiety, insomnia, and more without the high. So this is a book that includes over 40 recipes for edibles and wellness products and wonderful things that you can do right in your own kitchen. And so Dr. Patel has been internationally recognized as an expert in the field of medical cannabis. She teaches her patients how to use CBD oil to relieve their symptoms, transform their health, and live a better quality of life. And it is such a pleasure, Doctor. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
I have to just ask you a question. I don't know if you heard the news story that Melissa McCarthy has been using, her stylist recommended CBD oil for her feet after all of the awards and the award shows. Her feet were really, really killing her. And her stylist said, well, we just have to start using CBD oil on your feet. And so she's been using CBD on her feet. Well, it became a featured segment on one of the morning shows this week where all the experts that they interviewed, including many of your colleagues, with all due respect, that said there's no evidence. This is absolutely a field that we just don't know enough about. We need to have more evidence. It may sound good, but I couldn't believe that a major network would even say that at this point in time about the cannabidiol portion, the CBD, the non-high version of this plant. And I'd love for you to comment on that.
Yeah, I mean, look, granted there isn't a sufficient amount of evidence, but the fact of the matter is that it works, especially when it comes to muscular pain. So if you're on heels, for multiple hours at a time, the muscles in your feet are going to hurt. And CBD has been shown to be very effective for spasticity, now specifically in patients who have multiple sclerosis. So you can imagine just how severe the cramping is that they experience. So if
yes,
CBD is effective for something like that, it's most certainly effective for some cramping that you have in your feet. So, I've treated thousands of patients at this point, and for me, the evidence is very obvious in the results that my patients have experienced.
I have to tell you, after doing this show for over 2 years now, I absolutely agree with you. But I also think that there is evidence. We have been studying this plant for a very long time. Other countries are leaders and pioneers, as you all know, as you know, Doctor, in Spain, leading pioneers. Israel, oh my gosh, they're the forerunners in Israel. They are truly the pioneers. So we do have some studies. We do have evidence. We do have clinicals. This is not just take this. This is also, it is, a lot of it is anecdotal, but the question becomes, who do you trust with the information? And it's very confusing when information is put out there that's not correct.
Yes, I agree with you, and it's especially important because it's an unregulated industry. So anybody can spew out any crap out of their mouth, and there's no one to say that, hey, that's wrong, or there's no one out there to regulate what they're saying. Okay, so you have to turn to people who have knowledge and experience in the field, right?
Right.
Knowledge based on research and experience based on actually treating people with your particular condition and with your particular symptoms. The other area where it's important to go to a knowledgeable company is in the quality of the product, of the CBD product that you're purchasing, right? Because
yes,
research shows that 70% of CBD products have little to no CBD in them. So you could be buying an overpriced bottle of olive or coconut oil and get no effect from it. So that's another area where as a consumer, you really need to pay attention because it's not a regulated industry. Okay, so that's one of the main things to look for are the amounts of CBD and THC, and really the main way to look for that is to ask for laboratory test results. And these laboratory test results should be done at a third-party lab, preferably one that's licensed by the state. Okay, in which the product is made. So that's really, really important.